Well, hey there, teachers, educators, mentors, coaches. Let's dig into another episode of the CarryTrainer Instructor's Corner. Last time we looked at the desired end state, which is kind of internal communication, right? It's us communicating with ourselves what we're trying to pass on. Let's talk about the concept of closed loop communication. Closed loop communication, not close loop, but closed, closing the loop. This is not a Mickey thing. This is used in aviation. This is used in medicine. This is used in construction. It's used in many fields where communication can cause, or lack thereof, can cause great problems. What would this look like? In medicine, perhaps a doctor could say to a nurse, "Nurse, please administer X drug to that patient right there, patient Bob Smith, and administer 10 cc's of X drug intravenously." Now, the nurse has some things to do, right? She has to verify that it's the right patient, it's the right drug, it's the right dosage, it's the right route, blah, blah, blah. There's all of that, but she should say, or he should say to the doctor, I shouldn't assume, "Doc, you want me to administer Y drug to patient Jones?" Doc would be like, "Meh. I said drug X to patient Smith." So now we are communicating, right? We are making sure that we have the correct steps in order. I am not suggesting that on the line or at your jiu-jitsu class or at your painting school or whatever it is you're teaching, I am not suggesting that you have all of the students sound off to you everything. But on the firing line, there's something that I do, because we are all challenged audibly and we are somewhat challenged visually, because we're using all of these things that occlude our vision and our hearing. We've got brims on, we've got a lot of gear on. I make certain that people understand. Now, I'm not a military man. I wish I could have gone. I'm blind in one eye, not an excuse, just a fact of the matter. But you hear soldiers, for example, maybe sound off with something like a grunt. That is an affirmative response that they understand a command, right? This is just like boys on the football field sounding off to the coach. "Yes, coach, understood." So I suggest to you that in your training program, whatever it might be, jiu-jitsu guys do 1, 2, 3, go, which I think is stupid, but that's on you. You come up with some system to make sure that people understand what's going on. This can be very problematic when we're doing things that require safety, such as, is it safe downrange for us to present guns in train? If some guy just goes, "Yep, we're good." If I see somebody do that, I say, "Bob, you were just looking at the ground. How do you know it's good?" "Well, it was good a minute ago." That's not what I asked. The question was not, is it safe 2 minutes ago to point a gun down range? Is it safe now? And Bob, how would you know? Bob's going to go, "Well, I'm going to need to look." Yeah, Bob, you're going to need to look, because if I can't exhibit that kind of awareness here on the training range, how am I going to do that out in the world when real violence is taking place? And now we are training while we're training. This is Mickey with CarryTrainer.com here at the Instructor Corner. I hope this stuff is helping. Work on closing the loop of communication with your students. Work on making sure that they are engaged with you, which is going to require you to explain this to them. I expect this from you. This is an expectation, not just an expectation, but a requirement, especially when we're doing things that can hurt you, that can kill you, administering medication, taking off in an airplane, tightening nuts or bolts that require specific torque specifications so that parts don't fall off and people die. Close the loop. Get better at passing on information, dominate as an instructor, a teacher, an educator, and feel good about what it is you're doing. Be well, don't be dickheads. If this stuff is helping, share it in the comments. If there's something that you want to talk about as an instructor, a coach, a teacher, a mentor, let me know. Let's dig in together. Hey, Ignis Lux Coffee, We're roasting this stuff. I know you guys are like, it's all he does is talk about his coffee. No, it's not all I talk about. I just talked about everything else too. But check out Ignis Lux. It's delish. Bye now.
Oh, hey.